Hello out there. How's everybody doing? It's everybody's favorite conservative in New York, Christopher Wright, here to present you another one of my infamous walk and talk videos. Remember, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe and share. Hit the little bell icon when you're finished so you'll be alerted of future videos. People have been giving me a heads up that they haven't been getting alerted of future videos, and that's the reason why I'm probably going 10 months not being monetized by YouTube, but that's a whole different story. So anyways, on to the topic. What's today's walk and talk going to be about? It is going to be about, dun dun dun, the Robert Mueller report. You know, we all been hearing about it. You know, Robert Mueller just came out a couple of days ago and pretty much said what a lot of us already kind of knew, which was that there's no evidence of, well, what he said was, he said that there was no evidence of Trump committing a crime, but we're not going to come out and say that Trump didn't commit a crime. So it was like a oxymoron type of thing. And what it all is, we all know what it is. He's doing that so he can set up a situation where the Democrat Party, if Congress, they can still go after their president and go for impeachment, even after all this is said and done. So that's why he kind of left the door open a little bit, like to drop a hint to Congress on the left, hey, you guys still come after him and claim he committed a crime, because I am not closing out the case by saying that he's totally innocent, like they did with Hillary Clinton, with the 33,000 emails. We all remember when they exonerated her because, you know, they knew she committed a crime with the whole leak 33,000 emails, but they pretty much, Comey said, you can, we're letting you go. So we're exonerating you pretty much. So with Trump, as you can see, they didn't do that. They left the door open because they want to continue the attack. So be aware, man. Be aware, man. This is what's going on. Even though Mueller's stepping away, it doesn't mean the left is going to step away in Congress. And so, but to kind of get a little more details about the whole situation is, what does this whole Russia, what's the whole investigation even entail when it came to why they investing in Trump in the first place? It's because if you look at it, they said he supposedly interfered, Russians supposedly interfered in our elections. And it's like the only thing they really came out with was like, what, $3,000 worth of money put into Google ads and social media, fake social media accounts, in order to, interfere with the America's election. Like, give me a break. Like, did $3,000 really do all that? Hold on one second. But yeah, so that's what the Democrat Party is trying to run with. And if you look at it, not only, if you look at the details, there's no hack machines in the election. So there was no machines that were hacked or anything like serious like that. No evidence of collusion between the president himself and any leaders of Russia, throughout the presidency. None of that. So this is simply no evidence. And as you guys remember, I started out my whole YouTube channel with a walkaway video. It's got a lot of views, a lot of people checking it out. And after I did walkaway, and about 2 weeks later, after a lot of people were shooting out videos, a lot of people's videos were getting popular, getting a lot of views, they came out and said, oh, the walkaway movement is ran by Russian bots. So even me personally, they said at one time I was a Russian bot. And I had to come out and make videos, and other people did too. Like, come on, we're real people here, man, give me a break. And so you see, that's just part of their scheme, man, part of their brainwash. And they do it openly right in front of your face. And when it's your friend or family that's the one getting accused of being a bot, are you gonna sit there and just accept it? Like, come on, man, wake up. And so, if you look at also the details, not only what Mueller did was kind of leave it open for Congress, but the guy had like what, almost 3 years worth of time to investigate this whole Russia conspiracy thing, this whole Russia, Trump, getting election and all that stuff like that. They had 3 years to look at, or almost 3 years to look into it. And they spent $40 million worth of taxpayers' dollars to do all this research just to find out that there was no collusion. So, I don't really want to hear anything else about the investigation. I don't want to hear, oh, Chris, what about this? And what about his taxes? What about it? I'm like, no, the whole reason this investigation was started because he was supposedly the Trump-Russia dossier and all that craziness. And, he had colluded with Russia to win the election. So if he didn't commit the crime, he can't do the time. I'm sorry. So that's the way I'm looking at it. And if you even look at it, even with past presidencies, history terms not so far away. If you look at Bill Clinton, when he was getting attacked by the Attorney General at that time, Ken Starr was his name. Ken Starr was coming after him, and a private investigator. And when Ken Starr made his report, like Mueller, he had 11 counts of crimes committed with evidence and facts. So even once he did that, and the Republicans came and impeached him, if you guys don't remember, the Republican Party took a big hit voting-wise after that for coming after the president and impeaching him, and it didn't even get him out of office. You know, all impeachment is just a verdict claiming, you know, that the president committed a crime. Doesn't mean he's technically out of office. So President Clinton still served his 2 terms. Republican Party took a big hit in the voting booth when it came to the Senate and the House after that. So it's not really worth going through all this drama, but the Democratic Party is. And even though on their report with their private investigator, Robert Mueller, there is no evidence at all of, you know, any Russian collusion, but yet, you know, they're still going to try to go with it. So, you know, hope everybody in there is aware of the Democratic Party and their games that they play and the way they try to manipulate the public. You know, and they look at the bigger picture, man, because, you know, that's what they're doing. That's why Mueller is so willing to step down and say, okay, I'm done. You know, I wash my hands of it, because the Democratic Party is going to run with it. And they're going to try, I'm assuming, you know, the Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi's of the world are going to try to go through an impeachment, but it's going to backfire on them. And it already has, in my opinion, with this whole 2 years of this witch hunt. It's already backfired on them. And they're going to see that in 2020. Trust me, on the voting booth. So, you know, at this point, let them do what they got to do. They've gone this long doing the whole anti-Trump message, and they haven't brought any policies for the American public, for their constituents. So it's just, they're setting themselves up for failure. 2020 is coming up, and you guys have what, Andrew Yang Gang, the $1,000 a month thing. That's the only policy you really have set up. So yeah, you guys are looking pretty bad in come 2020. So hope everybody out there enjoys the rest of the day. And, you know, of course, like always, God bless everybody out there listening, and God bless America. Adios.